Yes, let's get started here. All right, awesome. Thanks, you guys, for coming on. So, we have 5 steps that I like to talk about. So, the first one is really it's a mental game, okay? And I talk about this all the time, like mindset, your mindset in sales, your mindset in real estate, actually your mindset in life, is really 90% of the game, I believe. So, having the right mindset around social media is really key. You when you think about it, I know for a lot of you coming into this group, you came in because you're not sure what to do, you're not sure what to post, or how to get engagement. And I think there's a real big missing with our brokers out there. There isn't any really consolidated training around this at the brokers. I mean, we get training about how to do listings, we get training about how to do buyers and for sale by owners, but there's no really great training I see from broker's standpoint about that, about social media. So it's a real missing, and that's why actually I launched this group to kind of provide some resources for that. Now, the other part of mindset is, so that was kind of maybe my little bit of soapbox there. Sorry about that, but hang in there. Good stuff's coming. With mindset, so much of it is just that believe that you can do this. And I know I've seen some of you that have gone through this where you've started out like, oh, I don't think anybody's going to like my posts. I don't think anybody's watching or paying attention. And you just have to believe that they are out there, that people do want to engage with you and like your posts and learn from you or get to know you through your posts. So it's really having that belief in your heart that you have a message to share that people want to hear. Okay, can I get an amen if you guys can believe in that, and if I can enroll you in believing in that people do want to hear your message. Okay, and if you do it consistently, put your message out there consistently, have the mindset that people aren't going to get sick of hearing from you. They're not going to be like getting mad that you're just posting about real estate, because you're not going to be just posting about real estate. They do want to hear from you. So if you do it consistently, you will have success. So the other part of mindset too is time. Okay, time. Oh my gosh, that is something I hear from some people is, I don't have time to do this. You're doing a lot of other things. So when you think about time, it's like, what are you spending your time on? Are you spending your time on doing open houses? I mean, think about how much time do you spend on doing an open house, getting ready for it, setting up, doing the actual open house, and then shutting it down. I mean, that's hours and hours of work. And are you getting results from that? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. So it's all about whatever you're doing it well. So is it, when you really look at your time and seeing what are you spending time on, are you getting results from those things that you're doing? And it doesn't have to take a lot of time. I'll talk more about that later, about why it doesn't have to take a lot of time. Okay, so and the other part of it too is that if you want to build your brand online, it is going to take some time doing it. And there is a way to do it, and not like floundering and trying to figure out how to do it. There are steps that you can take to do it effectively and efficiently. The other thing about my mindset around social media is it's free for the most part. Okay, you could pay for Facebook ads, but you do not have to. You can get tons of results without paying for ads. So this is a free medium that you can use, a free platform. So take advantage of that, and keep in mind that, with anything that comes free, it has its disadvantages or perhaps limitations, but there's so much potential here, and it's so free. It's free. So it's like just amazing, I think. And I can say personally, because I am a real estate agent, and I've told all of you my story, but I have gotten tons of results. So I sell real estate and I coach real estate agents, and I have gotten so much results last year I had over 80,000 in commissions last year from real estate, from social media. So I know it works. I speak very passionately about this because I know it works, and it can work for you too. So it takes work, it takes consistently. Whatever you do in your business, whatever lead generation strategy you're going to do, you need to do, you need to do it consistently for you to get results, right? So, my biggest tip is to block out the time on your calendar like an appointment for when you're going to do this. Okay, that's my tip around mindset. Okay, step number 2 in the 5 steps to mastering social media. This step is all about your brand. So, what is branding? Most of us come into real estate as real estate agents, and we're not marketing masters, right? We didn't go to school and get a marketing degree. I don't think we have too many people in here that have that. So we all kind of figure it out along the way. And branding is a big piece of marketing. And so what is that? And what it is that you have to look at and see, who are you showing up as on social media and what you want to create. What do you want to create? You can create a presence that's approachable, and how you show up on social media, what you're really trying to create, not just telling people, throwing out there all your listings and open houses that you have. And it's really showing people who you are, what it's like to work with you. So this is your brand, because the brands that are growing on social media have authenticity. Okay, have you guys heard that term kind of thrown around a little bit on social media? I know I like to be authentic, so it's really, for me, it's being true to myself and my values, who I am. I put it out there for people who I am, and so it's really about authenticity in your branding. The authenticity is actually the secret sauce that sells on the social media platform. It shows up on video, it shows up on your posts. So is it just the canned infographics that you have? Or are you showing up with your face, your pictures of you, video of you talking and sharing? It's not perfect. I'm not perfect in here. Okay. I'm far from perfect. All right. But I prepare, I plan, and, I have an intention, and you just put it out there to the world. That's what I'm doing in here for you. And that's what you can do out there for your audience, for your world. Okay. Show up however you are works. Okay. And nobody else is you. So, authenticity. Thank you for those. Authenticity is what is going to get people to connect with you, like you, and trust you. You're showing up, showing that you're real, you're honest, and they can believe that, okay? They can believe that beyond the graphics and the infographics, all right? And the more you show up authentically, the more response you'll get from your audience. Let's see. Yes, and then authenticity is what you're going to do to get people to connect with you, like you, and trust with you. It's what I call the KLT factor. I've mentioned it before: the know, the like, and the trust factor. So they know you, they get to know you, and the more they see you, the more you share about yourself, your real life. Not only, your listings, you've got, maybe you got silly videos at your showings. I remember Bree, who came on for an interview last month, and she talked about how I think she did a video or a picture of how she fell down at her showings, or she shared a post about that. So it's like just being real and put it out there. People connect with that. So they like you when they see that realness, that authenticity. And then when you consistently show up like that, consistently posting and sharing and educating, then they start to trust you. So that's a process that develops over time for that KLT factor to develop. All right. So makes you also, the other part of it too, of a brand, is it makes you recognizable. So the other piece of brand that comes into play is like the colors, the style of your fonts, and it's getting kind of technical. So it's how people are going to recognize you. I mean, I could do a whole class for an hour alone just on branding and how to create that for yourself. So what you want to have is like consistency in your posts, the colors that you're using, kind of those themes. So you have a color, you have a font that you use, and then that's consistent throughout your posts. People start to recognize you. I know there's one realtor that I follow, and she has this really funky font that she used, and every time I see that post, I know who it is. So, and you don't have to do that, but you have to, choose and hone it in, and then people start to recognize that. So that's the knowing part. So then, the other part of it too is the branding. When you have that, it makes you look polished and professional. It builds up that trust factor. It makes you look like you know what you're doing. And that then leads into being more trustworthy when you have a professional, polished image and brand. The other part of branding is that it makes content creation easier. We all want easier, right? Give me the easy button. Well, you can have that when you have a brand and you outline like some of these basic things, and then you don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. Oh, what colors am I going to use today on my graphic, or what colors I'm going to use for that, or what font am I going to use? When you can choose those basic things about your brand, then that makes it a little bit easier for you. So there's 5 traits that go into a brand. You can have a brand that's feminine or masculine, and playful or serious, luxurious or affordable, modern or classic, youthful or mature. So those are different aspects that you can think about when you're posting, when you're sharing. It's like, does this reflect my brand? The other piece I'm going to say about brand and your profiles and your posting, especially your personal profile, is, I'm just going to say this, and please know that it comes from my heart, but you don't have to post everything that's happening in your life and everything that's going on in the world. If you want to use your personal profile, which is very powerful, as a sales funnel for you, you keep it personal and you put some business in there, but you are getting a little more selective about what you're putting on your personal profile and really thinking, okay, does this reflect my brand? Personally, and I think this is true for any business, I don't post anything about politics on my feed at all. And I don't, and so the things that I am posting are, I have a few themes around it. So I'll tell you what I have for myself, and you can kind of, layer this on for yourself, whatever's important for you in your life. But it's like picking a few things that are really important for you and sharing about that, because that's what's in your life and that's what's out there for you. So like, but it's personal stuff. It's not everybody else's stuff. Okay. It's your life. It's your things, what you're sharing about you, so that people can get to know you again. So like for me, it's my dogs. I have 2 West Highland Terriers who are adorable, and I like to post pictures once in a while about them. I got 2 adorable grandchildren that I post a lot about them. So I think that shows, I like dogs, I love my family, and then life in my city where I live in St. Paul. So we go out to eat sometimes, or the park, or things like that. So those are things about me that people get to know about me, but also kind of are congruent with my brand. So I hope that makes sense. With the branding, oh my gosh, I've gone on forever about branding. We're just finishing up step 2. Okay, are you guys still with me? Give me a yes. Are you getting this? A yes in the comments, please. All right. So, um, and I'm also curious, how much you guys use branding? just if you have any thoughts on that, please share in the comments. Love to hear from you. Get some feedback on what you're doing with that. Okay, let's see. We've got some more people here. Andrea and Heather, Kelly, Nikisha, Cindy Hayes, Kathy. Yes, you made it. Yay. Okay, April. All right, you guys, tell me about your branding. I went on and on for a while about that, but that's really big. Like, you can tell I kind of get excited about that. All right, so you still with me? Yes, give me a yes in the comments. Yes. All right. Yay. Yep, Allie, lots of family and hockey for sure. Okay, good. Okay, step number three. Number three in mastering social media, building your audience. Okay, we have something to say, we want to say it to more people. And so if you're looking at your phone and you're thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to post today? Right? And we've all been there. And then it's like, it's a lot of suffering and scratching your head like, oh my gosh, what am I going to post today? So it's really looking at, you're not going to do the post. You have that showing or inspection and it goes by the wayside. So it's like, what's your schedule? And then things come up and it's like, oh, I didn't get that post done today. So it's really about posting consistently, because then your audience trusts you and they'll keep coming back to you. But then you're also winning with the algorithm for Facebook and Instagram, depending on where you're posting. When you show up consistently, then Facebook and Instagram pushes your post out to those people because they know that you have good contact. And if your users, your audience, people that watch you, if they interact with it, then it's just a thing that Facebook and Instagram keeps pushing it out to them. So in order for them to do that, you need to be consistent. So it's, again, going back to, time blocking it and having that strategy and having a content strategy, looking at your week or looking at your month and saying, okay, what days am I going to post? And kind of having a framework for what am I going to post. This really takes something, because I get it. We're all flying by the seat of our pants most of the time, right? And Brittany's working on her brand, and Carla posted her peach tree budding with a home ownership shout out. Cool. Awesome. Good. So yes, it's all about, okay, we're business owners and treating our calendar and our business like a business. So putting that time on there to get your strategy in place. Plan it in advance and keep your feed interesting and engaging. It's entertaining and it also can be educational. And then there's also the calls to action, which we'll get to in a minute. So what, the other part of that, the posting and building your audience, is engaging with the people that you are friends with, the people that are following you as well. So it's not only hoping to get some for you, but it's like you're giving out the love to other people too. So it's a two-way street here with building your audience, and that is key. That is key for building your audience, is interacting, engaging with people on your feed, and then they come also over to yours. So the other part of your posting and building your audience is really thinking, I said it before in the branding section, but what is going to show your personality and your brand, okay? Putting your personality out there, getting it into your brand, this is the key differentiator. This is it for standing out from everyone else, because no one else is like you, okay? So when you can take your personality and your values, and when that shows up in your brand, that's what is going to make you stand out from the rest. Okay, so build your audience, interact with them, and post consistently, and you'll continue to grow. It's not all about likes and getting more followers, but it's also engaging with the people that you have. Okay, engaging, loving on the people that you have already too. It's not about having the biggest following list either. That helps. And when you engage with the people that you have, that will just naturally also happen. All right, so let's see, step number 4. I know it's everybody's favorite. I'm being a little funny because I know most of you might not like this one or kind of like think, oh, yeah, I should do that, but probably not. Video, okay? How many of you go on video? Give me a comment. Video, if you are. If you're doing some video, maybe not super consistently, maybe you are, but you've done some videos, live video or recorded and you upload it, give me a comment, please. Hi, Janine and Christine. Let me know if you guys are doing video. If you're doing video, give me a comment in here, please. Okay, love to hear about that because video is like the key for growing your audience because people love video. It is growing and growing, growing on the internet, on social media. We know YouTube, and you don't have to be everywhere with the video. Okay, here's what I want to say about that. You don't have to be on Facebook. You don't have to be and then on YouTube, and then on Instagram TV, Facebook Live, uploaded recordings. There's so many options. Pick one and just do that one and really do that. Because whatever you choose, it'll grow. Okay? So you could just do like Facebook Lives, and you could do some, recordings too, but you could just do Facebook Live. Facebook Lives are huge. Facebook loves live video. They push that out to people, and it shows up. So if you want to get a more reach, Facebook Live is where it's at. But Instagram is growing. I mean, just like people are on Instagram more and more and more. Maybe that's where you want to go. And then there's YouTube. So whichever medium you want to go. Let's see. Nobody's done video yet that wants to admit it anyway. I know a few of you that in here that have. But yes, I know it's like, what's holding you back? And it's like, oh, I don't sound good. Oh, I don't look great. Trust me. I think my voice is a little scratchy right now. Sorry about that. It sounds a little weird when I listen to it later, like, ugh. Okay. Everybody has that thing, but it's like, that's you, that's who you are. And your clients are, your potential clients are going to hear you and it's fine. It's okay. So, that's something that you just have to again, your mindset. Okay. This is who you are. And just got to put yourself out there in terms of oh, I don't look good enough or I don't sound good enough or whatever. Yeah, that little thing, let's just set that to the side, okay? So when you're on your video, let me tell you a little bit about that. So you want to think about who are you talking to and what do they want to hear? Who is your audience? So it's like you got to have your audience in mind, of course, and your key market that you're speaking to. I mean, you could live in an area, you may be serving military families, okay? So that may be your audience. So you're going to speak to them. Other people will show up that'll listen to you and they'll be able to relate to that and learn from you anyway. But you want to really speak to an audience that's big enough, but that you are kind of your niche that you're honing in on. I know I've seen a lot of your replies from coming into this group that you don't have your niche yet. That's okay. Just pick something and start with that. You can always switch later if you want, but just go with your gut. Trust your gut and know that you can do that. There's so many options. There's first-time buyers, there's move-up buyers, there's downsizers, there's condo buyers, there's duplex buyers, fourplex buyers. All of it. What is it that you enjoy, that you want to do? It could be historic homes, which I love. It could be homes in a certain school district. Whatever it is, that's your audience and you're speaking to them. because then and it should be something that you enjoy yourself, that is part of your life if possible, because then you can really speak from the heart there. So think about your audience, and then, okay, here's the tip. When you get started, warm up your audience. Kind of think about like your live TV shows, and they kind of, do the thing where they talk about life or whatever's going on out in the world. So when you're starting your video to get even more relatable, like talk about what just happened in your life. Maybe, like I said before, my friend Bree that fell down the stairs. Or, you talk about something that happened yesterday, in the world, like, the Oscars that happened a few weeks ago. What'd you think of that favorite TV show or that favorite movie? So, like that. So it's a fun way to get your video started, and again, bring your personality into it. And then you want to make them fun and natural. And if you're not too sure about doing it live yet, do some recorded ones, and you get more comfortable with it. And but the key is just to get started. The thing with live video is it has 10 times the reach than a recorded video. Okay, 10 times the reach. You guys, I just started doing these live shows in here about 6-7 weeks ago. And every week I got to kind of like figure out, okay, what I'm going to talk about. I'm not the pro here. Okay, so if I can do this, you can do this. All right, let me just give you that encouragement. You can do it. I mean, oh my gosh, you just got to go with it and keep going with the flow, and it gets easier. You think, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to say. Somebody make some notes for yourself. Look at your notes. It's okay. People, that's real. All right, you with me? I'm all about keeping it real, folks. Okay, so the other piece that I think is really key here, I think about, like, especially on Instagram, because there's a lot of like live video in the stories, and there's some on the posts, and there's IGTV. But a lot of the folks, you think of like big brands or celebrities that go on there, a lot of them go live a lot, or they put their videos up there a lot. I think of like Jamil. She's she was on the Good Place show, and Tahani. We got any Good Place lovers in here? Oh my gosh, I was so sad to watch that last show. Did anybody in here? Oh my gosh, put Good Place in the comments if you're with me on that. That was an awesome show. So she does a lot of video, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I just love this lady. She's so real and authentic. And so when you post the videos up there, people feel like they know you. Think about how you feel when you're watching other people's video. Okay. All right. So the other piece with the video is in the community. You geotag. When you're doing your video, you can put the location in there, and people that aren't even friends with you, it'll show up for the community. And that's how you get more exposure out in the community and more reach, because more people are seeing you. And so you show up consistently. Maybe you do a business feature once a month even. And you geotag it, like me, St. Paul. I do that once in a while. I do my posts to feature a local business. Okay, so that's step number 4, the video. All right, did I get any converts? Anybody willing to take the step, do a video, do video consistently? Okay, step number 5 is growing your database. And you can grow your database. Now, this is like taking it to the next level. Most of us are like, kind of figuring out our posting strategy, but this is like taking it to a whole new level. And you can grow your database with promoting freebies on your posts. So you get a cute post that says, text me, DM me for my free PDF. Call it a PDF. I call them freebies, but it's like your home buyer guide, your 5 steps to getting pre-approved for a mortgage. What do I need to know about, and 5 things I need to know about inspections. It's all about the 5 things. Okay, 3 things. For sellers, 10 things to do to prepare your home to sell. Things like this. Okay, they're out there. You can rebrand them and create your own PDF, put a cute little image up on your social media and say, send me a DM and I'll email it to you. Or you create an e-course. Okay, this is a series of like 3 or 5 emails, and you promote it on your social media, put it in your stories, put it on your post, send me your text, your email, so I can send you my e-course about getting pre-approved. So it's like getting those people that aren't quite ready right now to buy, but it's like you're filling your pipeline. So you get their email, you send them these items of value. You're not just trying to sell them something. Send them items of value, get them in your database, and then you continue after that course, whatever you promise them, you keep sending them valuable information in the future. Your newsletter or local events that are happening, things like that you want to keep in touch with them, stay in their email, and then boom, later they show up. So those are 5 steps, but I got a bonus for you. Okay, everybody likes a bonus, right? You still with me? Hi, Melissa and Tanya. Thanks for coming on. All right, we're almost done here. And if you are on live, give me a live comment in the comments, please. And if you're on, don't forget, if you're on the replay, comment replay so I can see who's coming on the replay. Step number 6, the bonus, is this is where you take it to a whole new level, is doing ads, Facebook ads or Instagram ads. And this is where if you do this consistently, it doesn't have to be a huge budget, but you can really promote to your niche market, to put your messaging out there that appeals to your niche market in your area. And when you have ads that show up consistently, because there aren't a lot of agents that are doing this well. They don't really understand how to do Facebook ads and do it right. But when you do it right, and you promote your messaging, not only just that, you might be the top agent in your area, but who cares? If you're the top agent, what they want to know is, why are you the top agent? How did you do that? What do you offer that made you the top agent? And people want to hear about that, not just that you're the number one. So, and what are you offering? So you're messaging to people, what's in it for me? They want to know what's in it for them to work with you. And with ads, this will help you grow faster, but it's not essential. I'm all about organic methods. I have done so much just through organic methods, and I have not done a lot of ads for my real estate sales business. Okay, so you're still with me. To summarize, step 1 was mindset. Get your mindset right. Step 2 was creating that branding and your authenticity. Step 3 was building your audience, growing your audience with a calendar and a content strategy that reflects your personality, and doing your posting consistently. Step 4 was video, and that's expanding your reach, increasing your recognition. And step 5 is ramping up your database with freebies. And step 6, the bonus, was Facebook ads. And I think I mentioned before, I teach all of these in my 6-week course I'm going to be launching in mid-March. So if you're curious about my course, I would love to tell you about it. Please send me feel free to send me a message or comment below, and I'll reach out to you to tell you more about it. And I'm still offering 15-minute strategy sessions. So if you'd like to get one of those, send me a message or comment below strategy, and we'll jump on a call with you and help you with some quick hits on what you can do. I've had a couple already, and just the couple things that you don't even know what you don't know. So love to get on a call with you to do that. So join me next week, 2 o'clock Central Time. We're going to be into March 3rd, my productivity hacks for social media, business, and life. We'll see you next week.